Have you ever thought about what makes Canada unique? What makes Canada different from other countries, such as our close neighbor to the south, the United States?
Here's one thing that makes Canada unique: collective rights.
Collective rights are rights guaranteed to specific groups in Canadian society for historical and constitutional reasons.
Collective rights are different than individual rights. Every Canadian citizen and permanent resident has individual rights under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, such as the right to live anywhere in Canada. However, collective rights are rights Canadians hold because they belong to one of several groups in society.
These groups are Aboriginal peoples, including First Nations, Métis and Inuit peoples, and Francophones and Anglophones.
Collective rights recognize the founding peoples of Canada and come from the roots of Aboriginal peoples, Francophones and Anglophones in the land and history of Canada. Canada would not exist today without the contributions of these peoples.
Collective rights belong to groups of people and are entrenched in Canada's Constitution. The purpose of collective rights is to affirm the collective identity of groups in society and to create a society where people of different identities belong.
A group's collective identity is the shared identity of a group of people, especially because of a common language and culture.
Collective rights are part of the dynamic relationship between Canada's government and Canadian citizens. Throughout Canada's history, laws that affect collective rights, and the promises of the government to uphold them, have created opportunities and challenges for Canadians.
This chapter presents some history about collective rights in Canada. As you read, evaluate how effectively laws have affirmed collective rights over time. Consider what implications this history has for Canadian citizens today.
Throughout the course of this chapter, we will concentrate on 3 focus questions. The first one is what laws recognize the collective rights of First Nations peoples.
Secondly, what collective rights do official language groups have under the Charter?
And finally, what laws recognize the collective rights of the Métis?
We hope you enjoyed this chapter. Remember to ask plenty of questions and keep up with your assignments.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.